the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Crosses the 30. At the 45, on his way. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air. It's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Ball's out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the big fella. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to go.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Right on target this time. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
Here's the pressure. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown tie. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Inside the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Dumps it off in the flats. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lost to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. A jet sweep pass. Creates a little space. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Michael, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Manning. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one...
He's loose. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Manning. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Longhorns will boot away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's going to catch a big fella.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Catch in the middle, it's Hale. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Dumps it to the back. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there getting the sack.
The kick is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in it.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give them the lead.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. 29. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. In the final period of this one. Holden finds his man on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lots of running room. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Touchdown tie! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Here comes the two-point try. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Finding open areas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Gibson. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Working the middle. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And the offense tries to take matters into their own hands. Like, down 1, I want the 2-point conversion. I want to take the lead. Now, the defense is going to have to come up big and try to get them the football back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
To the air on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Scrambling away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to change this route. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.